Nice.
Hi, I am Lady Charmaine, and today on the show, my guest was hailed by Variety, IndieWire, and The Wrap as a young breakout star. Now, having emerged as one of the most inspiring and promising talents of his generation, he's also an actor and a singer. He has starred in movies like Detroit, Maze Runner, Ride Along, and Collateral Beauty. And he's here today to talk about Showtime's hit show, The Shy, and the theatrical release of Belial. I want you to help me welcome to the Lady Charmaine Live show, Mr. Jacob Latimore. Welcome to the show.
Oh, that introduction, though. Ooh,
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you. Well deserved, my friend. Well deserved. Well, Jacob, a lot of us came to know
I
you.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. A lot of us came to know you as a young heartthrob on the music scene. So I want you to tell us real quick, how did your career begin, and what were you that kid that was like singing in the shower?
Yeah, absolutely. I was singing in the shower. I was singing everywhere. I think my dad and my uncle saw that very early on in my life, around 6 years old, because my dad and my uncles, they were signed to MCA Records as an R&B group back in the day called Jersey Avenue, and but now they're singing gospel music. They're called the Latimore Brothers now, and they would be on stage sometimes. And I believe at one moment I had like ran up on stage and tried to perform with them. One of my cousins had like dragged me off the stage, and I was crying and I was like upset, and they just noticed that I had a lot of passion for what I was doing, and eventually they ended up bringing me on stage, and that sort of like sparked like my recording career. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna get him in the studio now." And at the age of 9, that's when I hopped into the studio for the first time, kept working, in my hometown, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and eventually got signed to Jive Records at 13 years old, and was with a major record company for about 5 years, and went on tour and put out singles, and it really hit the road. And but now film is just sort of spearheading my career now, and I still do the music, and I still partake in it. I still record. I still do shows here and there. Recently I had a sold out show here in Atlanta. That they just show so much love, and it just shows that when you put out music, good music, it spreads, and it was an incredible time for me. You can actually check out the footage on my Instagram at Jacob Latimore. I love posting it because I don't get to perform that much, so it was dope to just see my fans and my supporters actually pull up on me. It was dope.
Well, it doesn't help that you're cute and you got a beautiful smile too and nice teeth. I think that kind of helped you out as well. What you think?
Shout out to Invisalign. Shout out to Invisalign.
I mean, you can't be no mud duck singing today. Well, they do got some mud duck singing, but you're not one of those mud ducks, okay? So, you kind of got good looks to go along with that. So, how did you transition over into acting? Now, I came to know you from the Black Nativity. How did you end up transferring over into acting?
When I moved to Atlanta, I think I was about 11 years old, I had met my first agent. Her name was Joy Purvis. And I started doing local work at first. This is when music was really spearheading my career. I was doing like local commercials, and then I finally just sort of got my first audition and movie audition. And I just sort of jumped into it. I've always loved great acting. I've always loved substantial quality TV, and I don't know if that sort of prepped me alone for where I am now, because I didn't take acting class super heavy. It was very brief in that sort of perspective for me. And once I booked my first film, producers just started loving my work, and it introduced me to the next film, and then people start recommending me to audition for other films, and here I am now. I don't even know how many films I'm in now, but I've always just tried to pick quality projects, and The Shy is my most recent project that we just so excited about, and I just feel like this is the first project I've been a part of where I feel like it's really sticking with people. I've done a lot, but I feel like this show and this character and this the series is really making an impact that I've been wanting to make in my career, for a long time.
I
So
think it's your character.
it's dope. Yeah, I'm excited.
I think it's your character because the character that you play, Emmett, is kind of off the hook. When your first introduction on the pilot, I must say, it's like for real, Jacob. We going there right now for your first opening scene. But then to play a young father, I think you're a young father of three, and then, but the story is so real. If you guys have not seen this show, check it out. It's coming on Showtime again on February the 11th. But make sure you go back and
Mhm.
catch the other four episodes because it's a good show.
Yeah,
Not just good. I think it's a
it is.
great
It's a
show.
great show.
It is because Jason Mitchell, who was also in Detroit along with you, who also played Easy E in Straight Outta Compton, he's also one of the stars in this show. But the one thing I love how they did this show. Now I love this is what I call those cliffhangers where you can't wait to see the next
Hmm.
episode. This show has really good cliffhangers.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh wow, okay, now let's go to the next one. So how did you get cast for this show?
Well, this was sort of just a simple audition for me. I heard about the series, and I was in LA at the time auditioning. I was staying there for a couple of months with a friend of mine, and I sort of just got the call saying, they want you to come in for a chemistry read, and I was just extremely excited to do so because this is my first series. I've done more film, so I wanted to book my first series, and I wanted to book my first series, but I wanted also to be a quality project, and I also wanted to be a part of this one because I felt like the pieces were put together well, and I felt like the script was like really dope, and the character was different for me. This is definitely a character I think my fans are sort of starting to get used to seeing me this way now, because I don't never want to be typecast or seen as, just one era of my life, my whole entire career. So I wanted to be brave and jump out into, this character named Emmett and the Shy. And when I finally got the call, I was just extremely excited because it's just something new and different for me as an actor. I want to show, my range and my variety of color and where I can go as an actor.
And I believe you did just that in this because this is totally different for you. Even the character, like, being a young father, now you got to try to find a job and keep a job. Now you see what all single mothers have to go through when you got to go to work and have nobody to watch your baby. So what you going to do? You stuck. You got to try
Right.
to figure this life out. And then when you were talking to the
Yeah.
young man who was a drug dealer who basically gave you an opportunity and he was like, let me
Hmm.
think about it. And he was like, okay, well, if you got to think about it, you are really showing a lot of range in what people really have to deal with today, being young single parents
Yeah.
trying to make it.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to jump on this character too. I wanted to show that we have those good kids in these communities and these but they're in extremely bad circumstances. And we see Emmett fight the temptation of trying to make that quick money, or because his 9 to 5 is just not
Right.
is not helping him the way he wants. And we as the season goes on, we'll see Emmett fight this temptation of trying to not do the most illegal things, but trying to do the safe illegal things or the non-illegal things because he's not that
Right.
type of person. In season 2, we don't even know where it's gonna go now because we just got renewed for that a couple of days ago, and we're excited about that. So I'm excited to dig into Emmett even more
Right.
next time around. And but right now we're gonna focus on season 1, and it's a lot of things unfolding season 1, and we just can't wait for the fans to really see what's going on. It's like we're 4 episodes in, but we're getting love like we've been in 2 or 3 seasons already. So it's like it's really, really it just shows the appreciation we have for this show and the culture of Chicago that we really wanted to make sure it was right when we put it out.
And you said something. It is so true. It does seem like you guys have been around longer than just 4 episodes. And me and my husband was like, that's it? For real? Okay, let's go in to see next week. But then it was like, okay, it doesn't come back until February the 11th. So, but for those of you who have not caught The Shy, make sure you tune in, set your DVRs if you have to. It's on Showtime. It's called The Shy, and it airs on Sunday, February the 11th. Make sure you go back and catch up on the last 4 episodes so you guys can kind of know as the plot begins to thicken. I mean, literally, it's like everybody's lives are becoming intertwined. It's like this person is connected to this person.
Yep.
How your mother is the nurse of the dude's grandmother, and it's like, oh my goodness! Every time you turn around, so it's like
Yeah,
a cobweb. That's what I call it, a
yeah,
cobweb.
it's getting crazy. It's and that's real life. Sometimes you're connected to things and you don't even know you are, and that's life. And
Yep.
that's life. And you just sort of pray to God that you're not connected to no BS, and you just pray that whatever you're a part of, you'll come out of it all right. And yeah, we see my mother, my character's mother, Jada deal with that as well. And she also has a good hard working spirit, but she's also a firm woman, because she's a single mom and she's dealing with in this craziness. And it's an exciting thing to see on television. I love when we can relate to people, and that's when people don't see themselves on TV, they feel like they're being left out. And we just happy. We're just happy that we can showcase certain struggles.
Well, Jacob, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. It was truly a pleasure having you. And I want to remind the audience, make sure you tune in to catch The Shy Sunday, February the 11th on Showtime. And Jacob, I got to have you back because I want to talk to you about the movie Detroit. I know it came out in August, but there's a lot I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to welcome you back to the Lady Charmaine Live Show so we can talk about the next things you got going on. Okay, so again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'd love to come back.
Thank you, Jacob. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And I want to thank you guys for tuning into the Lady Charmaine Live Show. Don't forget, this show was sponsored by Up and Away. So if you're looking for a great getaway, make sure you contact Up and Away Travel Services. Give them a call at 916-826-6606 and let Miss Sherry Brockman know that Lady Charmaine sent you. Up next, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be talking to Tisha Campbell Martin. We're going to be talking about her role in the Simone Biles story airing on Lifetime. So just tune in, give me about 15 minutes, and you're going to catch her in the Lady Charmaine Live Show. Have a great day. Bye-bye.